I'm not Wiccan, so I don't give a fuck about the read, okay? But I have seen people say that doing defensive magic, not offensive, defensive magic is harming, and therefore against the read. Fuck that.
Hi, daughter of Lilith here. Interrupted by my phone. Sorry about that. I love The Room, so like all my fucking like ringtones are like from The Room. So if you know that movie. Anyway, today we're gonna do a Return to Sender spell. And I'm doing it mostly with recycled materials or cheap materials because I don't feel like witchcraft has to be expensive. Also, fuck this bitch, she doesn't deserve nice quality stuff. What you will need is a jar filled with salt water. Okay? You look at that, I didn't even remove the label because I don't give a fuck about this bitch. You're gonna need a piece of paper. I'm using brown paper because I like that it doesn't completely dissolve in water. You're gonna need a mirror of some kind. Alright. You want it big enough to like cover the lid of your jar. You're gonna need a candle. You're gonna have to prep the candle by cutting off the bottom and getting a wick out. This is a recycled candle now. I've cleansed the shit out of it. I'm not someone afraid of using pre-used candles as long as I'm able to cleanse it. You could use black. I'm using a dark red. So I'm not using my nice black candle on her. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. You could use white too. You could even use fucking birthday candles, but you want to be able to flip it upside down. And I'm not getting rid of the initial wick up here because I'm gonna use that as well. But we also have a plastic bag. That's for part 2. You could also keep this jar because it'll be programmed with this person. If you want to hex that person later, you can keep the jar and do it again. Okay? Do a jar spell for that. This is not quite a jar spell. So first thing, of course, you take your paper, take a pen. I recommend a pen. I'm using black ink. Again, like, use a color that makes sense, but black I think is best. And you're gonna write that person's name down. And any other information you have about them, so like their birthday, and their sun sign, and I'm gonna add their phone number. Because I know this person is, I'm mainly doing it because okay, quick disclaimer here. This person's not a witch, so I'm not that worried about them. What they're doing is, they're building up a lot of psychic sludge, basically, my way, and I'm like tired of it. I've been tired of it for years, and I have done things periodically to protect myself over the years, but like, that buildup can build up over time and really push past the barriers, and I'm talking fucking like 20 years, okay? I don't even need to curse this person really because I think she is her own worst punishment, really. Like, I don't need to seek myself to everybody's level. I'm not against cursing, but yeah, so. And then on the other side, I'm gonna write her name backwards. This is just my method. You write what makes sense to you. You could even do like a proper petition paper and all that stuff. I do things intuitively, so I do it as I make sense. So I'm gonna also write her name backwards on the other side.
Like mirrored. Mirrored. And if you don't know how to write like that, then I don't know, figure it out. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. And then I'm gonna fucking cross out the side that had her name written the normal way. And then on this side I'm gonna say, alright. I'm gonna say, what you do comes back to you. You know the threefold law? But they don't tell you about the threefold laws. I am the fucking threefold law here.
I ran out of ink, but it doesn't matter because my intention's in there. And I'm gonna fucking just roll it up away from me. It's gonna uncurl in the jar, but whatever. Doesn't matter. So you're gonna put it in the salt water. So what the salt water does is it anything that can't be reflected back will be neutralized. That's it. So that's why salt water. I'm gonna take the mirror, and this is obviously gonna reflect shit back to this person. And I'm putting it on top of the jar. I should have angled the camera. I'm so sorry. Okay. There we go. Now you can fucking see what the fuck I'm doing. Alright. So, we got the mirror on top. We got this bitch in the bottom. What I'm gonna be doing is flipping it upside down. It's a little messy, but it's okay. Yeah. So, you're gonna lose a little bit of water, but most of it's gonna be kept in there. The paper's in there. Now, with the candle, you could write on it and stuff. I don't even feel like I need to at this point, but you can. Actually, I'm gonna do it just to show y'all. I'm gonna just use the pen to put grooves in it. You could use a knife. So I'm gonna write in mirrored lettering. Return to sender. Okay. So I don't know if you can see that, but I wrote it mirrored, okay? So that if you were to look at it in the mirror, it would be the right way around. Even the shape of the letters, not just the order of the letters. So, what you're gonna do is light the proper side of the candle, the top, a little bit. And we're gonna melt some wax. On there. You could leave it burning for a little bit, but I'm not gonna do that. On top. And I'm gonna put it out. This represents anything that they're doing stopping, okay? Then you're gonna light this top. This is gonna fucking send it all back. If the fucking wick cooperates. Hold up. Give it a second. There we go. Just need a little witchy and power up in there. So you're gonna let this burn the fuck down, alright? When it's done, because some people just maybe like flush the paper down the toilet. I don't want to do that. I don't want to clog my fucking toilet. Some people throw it in a stream. Nah, that's littering. I don't want to do that. What I'm gonna do, you see me waving this around, is once the candle's all the way the fuck burned down, I'm gonna flip it back around, take the paper out, toss it in here because the paper's wet. I don't even need the rest of the water. The paper's already wet. Toss it in here, put this in the fucking freezer. What that will do is anything that I may have missed in the time that I took it out, anything that they'll send in the future is just gonna fucking stop. So it's gonna stop with them. So anything that's coming this way will be neutralized, reflected, and anything in the future is stopped. Now, like I said, if you want, you could use this jar again to curse them. I may or I may not. I don't think it's particularly like worth it. Honestly, like I have better shit to do. I have protection spells to do for family, and I have good luck spells to do for people in my life. So I've done a lot of dark work, y'all. I'm gonna post a video about that, but you're only gonna see a fraction of all the work that myself and my friend Jasmine did to get rid of this negativity around us, because there was a lot. So, oh yeah, you want to cleanse yourself too, like I'm doing now. I see how like automatic it is for me. I just fucking do it. Yeah, that's basically done. That's a really fucking simple spell. again, you could get more complicated. If you're working against a witch, you want to be careful about your reflection in that mirror. You don't want them to fucking, even if they're not a witch, they may have a family member who is a witch, etc. You want to be careful about it. So you want to look at your cards, you want to watch people in your mirrors, make sure like there's nothing around them that gives them any ammo that you don't know about. You could continue to do this over a couple days if you feel like there's a lot of buildup. I'm not too worried, because I have this bitch in the freezer already over other things, but this is just specifically for something else. So I'm not too worried about the effectiveness of this. I know that most of the time the stuff this person does doesn't even affect me, but lately they're affecting me and they're affecting people around me, and I'm not happy about that. I don't take kindly to that, because like I have guides around me and shit, and all my family has is me. And I'm not omnipotent, okay? Like I know of a lot of stuff going on, but I can't see everything all the time because I have my own life. So yeah, so this is a good spell if you're somebody who doesn't want to do curses and things. Like this is a good spell for you because it's just you defending yourself. Like this is not, if they stop doing whatever harm they're gonna do, then it won't affect them anymore, and whatever, they have complete control over this. Like you're not interfering with free will, nothing like that. You're just protecting yourself. I have seen amongst like Wiccan groups, no, I'm not Wiccan, okay y'all, no, I'm not Wiccan, so I don't give a fuck about the read, okay? But I have seen people say that doing defensive magic, not offensive, defensive magic is harming and therefore against the read. Fuck that. Listen, fuck that. Anybody telling you that is someone who wants you to not defend yourself when they harm you. That's for real. Don't fucking listen to that, because this person, if they can harm you effectively and you just let it happen, they're going to continue to harm you, and they're going to continue to harm other people, because I guarantee they're not just harming you. If you do a return to sender, and you could even include other people, when you're just protecting yourself, you could protect other people. You do a return to sender, then that person can only harm themselves, and you're minimizing harm. So if that's something you care about, like, you should not feel guilty for defending yourself. Fuck that. They deserve it. They're doing it. They deserve it. Someone hits you, you're gonna fucking sit there and let them hit you, or you're gonna fight to protect your fucking like face and your vital organs and shit. Okay. Even just to block it, you know, you don't, if you're someone who's like really worried about sending it back, again, you can just program this to neutralize you. Instead of writing return to sender, you can say ground. You can say ground it. So, because you can't just like make energy disappear, you have to send it somewhere. So you send it back into the earth can neutralize it, the water neutralizes it, you know, take a bath. But I'm telling you, if you don't create some kind of barrier as you do that, it's just gonna keep coming. So it works for one-time thing, the whole grounding thing works for one-time things, but this is something I'm doing for something that's repeated, and I don't usually. We are gonna let this burn, and then we're gonna put it in the freezer. That's it. That's all you need to do. Also, you want to cleanse the mirror afterwards. If you're gonna reuse the jar for something else, you gotta cleanse it good, okay? Cleanse it real fucking well. This is a return to sender spell with recycled materials, reused things, mainly, I shouldn't say recycled, but reused materials, thrifted materials, cheap shit. This came from the dollar store. I can't remember, this mirror came from the dollar store or the craft store, but it was really fucking cheap. This cost me, like, this jar was just jam. I ate the jam, reusing it. This candle, I thrifted a bunch of candles in a big bundle for $4. So that's it. That's all you need to do. And the paper came from a paper bag from a grocery store. And this pen came from my old job. So all fucking reuse shit. You don't need to buy everything all fancy. If you do that, I recommend, if you're gonna buy fancy things for Spellwork, I recommend you do that for like things you want, not things you want to get rid of. Because things you want to get rid of, I feel like it goes with the intention of like, fuck you, I'm not even spending like more than $5 on you, okay? I'm not gonna do it because you're not worth it. You know, that asserts your power. I heard a lot share that. I thought it would be helpful, especially for anybody, and it's a little more doable for people who are against curse work and hexes. It's just something to protect yourself, because like you could be the most lovable, sweet person in the world and somebody could still hate you and try to do something against you or talk about. But yeah, I'm gonna let this burn down. I'm gonna eat some lunch. I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you have specific questions, like I mentioned before, if you have questions about like how to work around things, you can email me. I have my email in the description. If you want a reading, a personal reading, that's also where you contact me. I will have Spellwork up for sale as well, but that will come later when I have my, yeah, that's my other ringtone. That will come later when I have my website up, so people will know what I'm offering, because there are certain spells that I will not do. And I'll make a video about that too, because I won't do them for clients, because I feel a lot of people are dishonest with themselves and then dishonest with the magicians that they're hiring. I have my website up. That's where I'll be putting spells that I'm offering. Of course, there may be exceptions to that, but it will be a case-by-case basis, because some people request really naive things, okay? Like, to put it nicely. Some people are really naive and they don't know what's best for them, and I'm about empowering people, and if I'm going to do a spell for you that's going to keep you in a position of not having your power, like, I'm not gonna do that, okay? I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.